Aging populations have caused one of the most impossible tasks for governments. Try to cut back on what people get today and tomorrow, take from the future to barely get by today, print lots of money, create many stimulus packages, welfare expansion, and hope that everything just works itself out in the future. Sounds like a great plan. And now back to reality. You came here for the truth, so let me unveil that for you. Today we're going to talk about the global population crisis. Let's begin. Very quick video for you today, hopefully. I just wanted to cover a few points. Let's look at this. 15 to 64-year-old US population growth. We have a big problem. Look at what is happening right here with these individuals considered to be, let's say, workforce ready, have been declining in recent years. That has been going on pretty much since the year 2000, since we've seen actually that corresponding with the stock markets, with everything in general, seems around that mark of 2000 or so has been a decline in real terms, of course. This is a very impossible task, as I said in the introduction, for governments because they've already maxed out everything that they have. What are they going to do? Well, they can introduce something like the universal basic income. That could fill in the void. Of course, in the end, it causes some sort of hyperinflation or heavy inflation, but that's not a problem because you just give more money. Well, then that just speeds everything up. 25 to 54-year-old population and employees versus the Wilshire 5000. So I just covered that Wilshire 5000 in my previous video as well. We are looking at the overall US stock market. Okay, it takes them all, squeezes them all together. Now that black line, that's the Wilshire 5000. You've seen that increasing dramatically over these years. There's no denying that whatsoever. The stock market has increased. In nominal terms, definitely. In real terms, not nearly as much, but still, it has increased. Then you compare that with the population and employees, and the blue is the employees, and the sort of orangey type color here is the US population total. What I'm seeing is that for many years now, let's say since the year 2000 approximately, it has been going sideways. So when you look at that, that's important because a lot of people say, look at the population, therefore it can support asset prices rising. They sort of make that correlation. But that hasn't changed for many, many years. Of course, day to day it changes, but in general, it's been sidelined. Something to think about. Anyway, looking at this, household income expenditures by age groups. So there's different things that you can look at here. Of course, looking at people in the 45 to 54 range, surely they have less expenditures than their household income in general. But 75 and older is a big problem, and those 65 to 74 are also a problem. This is a very big problem for the governments as well. This is why they're really, really pressured into doing something like universal basic income, where everyone gets a paycheck regardless, so that you can not have to worry about something like this, where you have this big welfare state and it has been basically just pumping out money to everybody, and there is no consequence according to them. This is just all for fun. And just print up as much money as you possibly can, give it to as many people as you possibly can, no consequences whatsoever. That's the plan. We'll see if it works. American demographic crisis. So look at the 0 to 4-year-old population. That's the blue line. Essentially, it has gone nowhere. The growth in that has been very stagnant. And you're looking at that even into the future. That's the prediction. And the 70-year-old plus population, that has been increasing. And it will increase. This is something that the US and other countries are dealing with at this time. They're not prepared for it. They can't deal with it. There's no way they're going to be able to just have this all work itself out. It doesn't happen like that. It just doesn't happen. All right, switching gears here, last article. New foreclosures in New York City hiked 79% year over year in quarter 3 to 2017. This chart is basically showing you back from 2014. I just want to note the fact that this has been increasing. The amount of foreclosures, despite the fact that the price has been rising, the amount of foreclosures has been rising with it. And just in the past little while here, year over year, you're looking at a major increase in the amount of foreclosures that have been going on. This, to me, shows the weakness. Just because you can get properties to sell, if people have to give back the keys, then you have a big problem. So we are seeing that right now with real estate. Imagine if interest rates rise. Think about when they have to refinance their properties. They're going to be in very big trouble. But that's the truth. And so they say the truth will set you free. They don't want you to be free. The trolls don't want you to be free. They want you to be in line with them, with everyone else. I personally just don't like that. I don't like to be pressured in any way, shape, or form. When I feel the pressure being put on me, I have to push back. That's just how I am. It's that sort of beach ball type effect. You push it under the water. The harder you push it down, the harder it comes right back up. So that's what I feel. Just my thoughts. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you found it informative, please give me a thumbs up. When you give me a thumbs up, it pushes these videos higher up into YouTube search rankings. I do appreciate that very much, each and every single one of you. If you found this video informative, then I know you'll find my books, The Money GPS and my newer release, Global Economic Collapse, even more informative. You can actually flip through these books. If you go over to Amazon, they have a look inside feature that will allow you to flip through the pages of these books to see if you like them. Take care.